welcome back to the news from the cockpit of my Dramil to tell you everything that's going on in the galaxy this past week. Now, this episode coming a little bit later than my show normally does, but with Halloween and spending time with the family and trying to get my hair done, it has been a crazy past 72 hours. I hope you really enjoyed your holidays. So, happy Halloween if you didn't hear from me already from the channel and from the Discord. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And we're going to start off today's episode talking about Halloween, in fact, where the game launched their update with the special anomalies and the Halloween skins in the store. And a lot of people commented on the price of these skins being exorbitant, just crazy outlandish. Now, we'll tell you, someone coming from other mobile games like Star Trek Fleet Command and even have seen, Clash of Kings and Guns of Glory and Clash of Clans, I can tell you that this really isn't too out of the ordinary price-wise, and I really don't have that big of an issue with it because I've always felt that cosmetic stuff, charge whatever you want. I don't have to buy it. It doesn't affect me in-game. Then again, I'm also a skin collector. I absolutely love to have all of them, so some of these skins that we've seen on screen may or may not be purchased by me. We shall see. We'll see, but the anoms, though, have been a pleasant surprise, really encouraging some PvP around the game while also providing some cool stuff, which is how you see all these cool people with their addictor bubbles already out in every spot in nullsec, it seems. We've even launched some of ours. We've also fought some, killed some, and had some great kills. Shout out to Revs Reavers, Bubba87, Xeno, Keep What You Kill. A bunch of our groups have been popping bubbles and just having a grand old time, and I think that's a ton of fun in the game. The PvP aspect is one of the greatest things about this game, and now you have more ways to do that. Now, the only thing is, got to add some more counters besides just micro warp driving. There are some ways, by the way, to counter some of these bubbles. Remember, you come into a gate cloaked, and if you aim yourself towards a planet and warp to a planet, or micro warp drive through the bubble and get to a planet first, you're probably going to be okay. But if you're autoing, oof, going to be a bad day for you, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be a bad day for you. Second part of our news segment today is, and the Allied News Network finally disappoints someone. And personally, I'm sitting here going, what took so long? I'm honestly upset that it took so long for the Allied News Network to offend. Apparently we offended because we promoted a safe environment where people could put out, news freely without the worry of getting into arguments with the people that they're at war with or something like that. And apparently that wasn't the right course of action to this content creator who believed that drama is the game. See, I'm not a big fan of that. Actually, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think that we should invite a cesspool. I think that's the type of EVE Online stuff that should stay in EVE Online. We're not going to do all that here. Now, if that's how he wants to run the channel, 100% cool. No problem with that at all. But for the Allied News Network, yes, we will be hiding posts in terms of if you submit news, it's anonymous, so not everybody sees it, and that way we also can avoid just stupid arguments over nothing. I mean, PIBC and Happy Bees, who we'll talk about later in the show, are both in the Discord. I don't need them arguing. I just need them to provide facts, and then we'll hunt down all the truth. At least we'll try to. Anyway, yeah, shout out to Mike. Glad we disappointed you. You encouraged me to get better. I appreciate it. Also want to talk about ORP, my alliance, who just finished their PVP contest. And the reason I'm so happy and proud of this one is, one, any game that I play, I'm always a big proponent and pusher of community events. I think that community-led events are what make these type of games the most successful, last the longest, and just help people enjoy and have the most fun. So we ran a PvP contest throughout the entire alliance of who could get the most kills, the best kills, and the total best kills. Yes, 3 different categories with 3 winners each, and it ended up being just a great success. Almost 60 billion in ship kills, ISK value that is, in a single week span. And we also had a minimum qualifier where you could not just go kill a ship that was worth 200,000 like a trainer or a Vitcher trainer. It didn't matter. If you killed a pod, that did not count against your kill total. You had to get a legitimate kill, about $1 million or more. And if you got that, well, then that's how we ended up having our little contest. So here's some of the numbers, and if you or in your alliance want to run something similar, I encourage you to do so. Like I said, we took the top ISK value kill was a category. We took the total number of kills was a category, and then finally we did the top ISK total value. So if you killed 40 ships but they were worth 10 billion, and somebody killed 15 ships but they were worth 30 billion, That'd be a lot of phantasms. Then that's how we calculate that. So it was a really, really fun week for the Alliance, and our miners were able to still mine because of course we did lose a couple ships, but we definitely came out way more profitable than losses, and it was a ton of fun. So shout out to all of the ORP members for that, and there are other alliances out there doing PvP. And if you are, make sure you jump into the A.N.N Discord. We have a little channel called Events and Contests. So if you want to tell us about what your group is doing, well, there's a place for that on the channel. Who would have thought? Brings me to my favorite segment of the week, the kill of the week. And this kill, does it even need words? Look at it on screen. Does it need words? Do you see what I'm seeing here? 5.7 billion. Had a Phantasm, had a Vigilant, had an Ashimu. All gone. All of it. All gone. I just, who lets this die? Like, who goes through nullsec with this? Like, how do you not have the equal amount of ships that are in this thing guarding this thing as you warp through a system? Shout out to the 8 participants who took it down, including a Drammy. I love to see some good Drammy love. Drammy love is the best love. Long live the Drammies. Yeah. But seriously, who lets their freaking Terra go through nullsec with 3 freaking ships on it? Wait, what is this? I don't even know. Wow, kill of the week. Can you top it? If you do, you get a big shout on the next episode, because that is just freaking phantasmical. You get it? Because the fan. Don't worry about it. Maybe it's funnier in my head. Next up on the news, the Genesis Alliance continues to grow. Talk to the leader of GenFed, the evil space tyrant lemur ruling queen of all, Mamasaurus Rex, informed us that the Alliance is now up to 14 members. And they always like to reiterate that the Alliance of GenFed is not a coalition, that they are a family in one large alliance. Now 14 alliances strong. That is scary. Be on their good side would probably be this newscaster's recommendation, or form up an entire galaxy-wide coalition to fight them. Even though some people have already tried that in the South. I guess you could call that the coalition of the South that failed to take on GenFed. Oh no, they welcome content, so they probably wouldn't mind. But yeah, 14. I'm sitting here with like 1.5 alliances going, geez, how do they do it? Like, mad props to them in GenFed. I couldn't. That's wow. Wow. It really is impressive though. When you think about hurting that many people, and the cool thing is they're hurting people from like multiple nations. Like, they've got corporations from all over the world. So it's pretty impressive because they have 14. That, I can't imagine the boardroom meetings of those. Like, just it's basically like walking into the UN. Like, if we could put aside our differences in game to be one massive alliance, why can't we do that in real life? I don't know. This newscaster has no answer. And he likes speaking in third person randomly in videos. Woo-hoo! Content you can't get anywhere else. Oh yeah. And finally, we'll talk about Happy Bees and the Mercenary Coalition, who took down the PIBC Station in Delve. It's gone, and I think we know who the victor is. Now, we've had reports on this earlier in the week from the Allied News Network, various reporters, whether it's Eve Echoes Radio or Daemonxel on his Echoes from the Front series. But all of us at A&N have been watching this battle closely because numbers-wise, we saw at some point, at different points in the battles, where you would see the Happy Bees coalition with MC be outnumbered 2-1. And sometimes even greater depending on what reports you got from the number of ships on the grid. But the fact that the station is here blowing up right there, well, is all the proof you need of who was the victor there. Station down, and then the actual enemy has started to disperse. Several corporations leaving the area completely, now leaving Happy Bees to nest up or relocate. I don't know. What are they going to do? I don't know. All I know is leave us alone. Y'all stay over there. Stay over there in the west with all the craziness. Let us people over here in the east just chilling and kill stuff without the drama of war. It's yeah. Can we just pirate? I just want to pirate. That's all I want to do. I want to pirate. I don't need war. Because I'll tell you this. As cool as it is for you to have a battle of 1,000 people on the grid, That lag, I want no part of. No, I have too many things to do in my day to deal with your lag like that. That's just way too much for me. I can't. I'm sitting in this Drammy because it goes 8 AU through warp. I'm not dealing with all that. I gotta get somewhere. I got things to do, okay? This hair is not gonna stay perfect by itself, okay? It's not. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you hit the like button, hit subscribe to get notified of all the latest things coming out in the news. Here at the Allied News Network. Also join the Discord if you haven't already to submit news stories of what's going on around the galaxy in your area so we can present it forth for the people to know. Shout out to the Eve Echoes Reddit. Shout out to the Eve Echoes various Facebook groups, and shout out to the Discords as well. We appreciate all the players and all the pilots and all the capsuleers in Eve Echoes. Hopefully you appreciate us as well. Live long and prosper. It's a Star Trek thing. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. And remember, shoot first. It's my recommendation. Switch. You should do that. Shoot first.
Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo!